So let me call the timer Toastmaster Amit to say your guidelines about the timing guidelines. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, my fellow Toastmaster and the guests. So, as we all know, timing plays a very vital role for any successful mission or any successful thing. So, today I'll be your timer. As a timer, it's my duty to help the speaker to speak give their speech in a allotted timelines. So I'm having the timer cards with me. So green card indicates the qualifying time. Yellow card will indicate the yellow card will indicate the target time, and I have the red card which indicates the maximum time for your speech. So we have, as told by the table topic master, so we have three sessions where we have one prepared speech. So for icebreaker speech, we have 4 to 6 minutes where I'll show the green card after completion of the 4 minute, yellow card after completion of 5 minutes, and red card after completion of 6 minutes. For prepared speech, we have 5 to 7 minutes. So after completion of 5 minutes, I'll show the green card and yellow card after completion of 6 minutes, and after completion of 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. For table topic, we have 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll show the green card after completion of 1 minute, and yellow card after completion of 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card after completion of 2 minutes. For evaluation, we have 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll show the green card after completion of 2 minutes, and yellow card after completion of 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card after completion of 3 minutes. I'll show my timing report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amit. For a Toastmaster sessions, we have the tag team. Tag team means the tag means the timer. A means for the R counter, G for the grammarian. So for all the sessions, we have the tag team. The timer has to note down the timing guidelines for the session. And next, I call the grammarian, Toastmaster Harit, to say about their grammarian guidelines. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of Day Ajay, fellow Toastmaster and guest. As grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers. I'll be making a note of their usage of their language. I'll make note of improper language or any outstanding use of words, phrases, quotes, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's also my responsibility to introduce to you the word of the day, which for today's meeting is credence. Let me share my screen. So the word credence means acceptance, support, or belief to something, saying that something is true. A good example of using this word would be this theory is getting credence among the scientists. So every speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I'll be providing the grammarian report during the meeting when called upon. And I'll also present the report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster of Day Ajay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harit, for the nice guideline for your R counter report, for your grammarian report. Let me call the third tag team, Toastmaster Darshita, to share her guidelines for the R counter. Over to you, Darshita.
Greetings, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that we use as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will be listening for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrases, such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our counter Toastmaster Darshita, for the session. So now the first part we have completed. We have to go ahead for the prepared speeches. Misha is on the way now. Okay. So the first evaluator, Misha, is on the way. So I would take her on the third. Let me call the second evaluator, Toastmaster. Second evaluator, Toastmaster Ashwin, to read the objective of the second speaker, Ravi Raj. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Sure, Ajay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Audible and I'm visible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Hello, Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters. Let me switch on. Something is wrong with my video. Sorry about that. So Ravi Raj is going to give his second speech, level 1, project 2. And the purpose of this speech is to learn a method to write a speech that has a well-defined purpose. The speech would be well organized and it could be on any topic, and he would present that speech in front of our club. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes. And yeah, that's it. So all the best, Ravi Raj. Thank you.
Introduce the speaker, Toastmaster Ravi Raj, the unstoppable force, Toastmaster Ravi Raj. Best of luck.
According to physics, there are 4 forces in nature: gravitational, electromagnetic, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. But do you know the 5th force? That is the unstoppable force which resides in all of you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Ravi Raj, and today I am going to share with you the unstoppable force. Let me share you my story with your permission. When I was in 1st standard, I was a very shy kid. And I used to remain very quiet. I never used to talk to others, had a very few friends, 1 or 2 friends, and used to even stay quiet and calm all alone. In that silence, I found my friendship with books. I used to read a lot of books, and my textbooks were by heart. As I used to reading, I developed a hobby, and through reading, my focus grew. Unknowingly, I became one of the toppers among my schools in my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd standard. My passion for studies and learning grew to that extent that in my 4th standard, I participated in an exam called Middle School Scholarship Exam, in which is conducted all over Maharashtra, and students from all over Maharashtra participate in that exam and compete against each other. This exam was going to conduct in March of that year, but a practice exam was conducted in December to see where we all stand. I failed in that practice exam. Can you imagine a child who scores easily 98 to 99% in his school was not able to score even 50% of marks in that exam? I was very dejected. But there was one question in my mind, that where did I go wrong? And after that, I analyzed that question paper and saw that there were straightforward questions of history and geography from our textbooks. So I completely read that textbooks. Also, there were subjects like mathematics, which we call aptitude now, and intelligence test, which is logical reasoning. So these two are the tough subjects, and for that required a lot of preparation. So I committed to solve at least 100 questions every day of mathematics and intelligence tests. I prepared a lot, and very hard for 2 months. And can you imagine a child of just four standard studying for 12 hours a day? So that kid I was, because I was determined to crack that exam. Unfortunately, I could not crack that exam, but during my preparation phase, I developed a lot of knowledge and a lot of skills in myself. And from 50%, my score grew to almost 88% in that exam. This gave me a lot of confidence. Unknowingly, actually, I didn't know at that time that what it was going on inside me, but now I know that it was this force that was pushing me hard to crack this exam, this unstoppable force. And not only in my story, but also if we go back in history, we will see and witness the power of this unstoppable force. What made Wright brothers to take steps and build an aeroplane to defy gravity, which was discovered by Newton, to defy that gravitational force and develop a new field of aviation? What made Thomas Alva Edison to invent the light bulb even after failing for 10,000 times? What made Marie Curie to discover make unforgettable mark on radioactivity and its principles? And we can see that in every sport person, every athlete goes beyond his physical limitations to win a game. From where does all this power comes? Yes, my friends, it is the unstoppable force that pushes us. Unstoppable force is in every one of you, which pushes every one of us to get to the stars and achieve some impossible dreams. Now, let me get you all back to my story, where I failed in my 4th standard in the scholarship examination, competitive exam. But after that gave me a huge confidence, that increase in my score gave me a huge confidence, and also developed my skills, that in my 5th standard, I was able to crack Pravinya and Pradnya, one of the most toughest competitive exams of mathematics. In my 6th standard, I cracked Institute for Promotion of Mathematics exam. And in my 7th standard, I was able to crack International Olympiad of Mathematics and also Mass Talent Search examination. And also in the 7th standard, there is high school scholarship examination, second part of this exam. And I was able to crack that. This was all because of the unstoppable force. Thank you very much.
Let me tell you, Toastmaster Raviraj, you are really today unstoppable on your speech. Welcome, Brijesh. So let me call the second evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal, to read about the objective of the second speaker, Toastmaster Tariq. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. Hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
All right. So my speaker today, Toastmaster Tariq, will be attempting his level 2 project 2 speech on under pathway effective coaching. The purpose of this speech, there are actually two purposes. The first one is to learn about the different communication styles and identify his primary style. And the second one is to share the impact of his style on others. A timer, please note that the timing for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And I would like to wish my speaker, Toastmaster Tariq, all the very best. Over to you, Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal. So, Toastmaster Tariq, to communicate is to evolve. To communicate is to evolve. Toastmaster Tariq, over to you. Best of luck.
Thank you. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Timer, please start the timing. Hi, everyone. Good morning. How we communicate is a direct reflection of who we are. How we effectively communicate in different situations with impact, whether we will succeed or we will not. Do you know your communication style? Do you know when to adapt to a particular style in different situations? Today, I would like to delve into that and explain why it is extremely important that you know these things and what are the credence of different communication styles. According to several top studies on communication skills from sources such as Huffington Post, Liverstrong, and American Journal of Small Business, better communication have better marriages, better life, make more money, have higher self-esteem, and have healthier families as well. Today, I'm going to share with you some insights in different communication styles. Share how I have used my style to serve others and give some examples of how we can adapt our style depending on the situation and environment. I believe that it is important for us to know our own style and that of those who we interact with on a daily basis. If we are not being authentic in our style, the people whom we are talking to will sense it and will not trust what we are saying. As in almost everything, if you do any research, you will find that there are a variety of options and opinions on how many communication styles that are they called. For the purpose of today's speech, I have found 4 different communication styles: direct, initiating, analytical, and supportive. Let's start with direct communication style. Someone who uses direct communication style is decisive, competitive, independent, and very confident. Let me give you an example from our Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Shreyans, with his style of communication, he generally likes to be in control, is driven, result-oriented, and ambitious as well. Progress is typically measured by achievements and successes, and to get them motivated, you need to use a communication style which can challenge people. They like to be in fast-paced environment, very structured environment, and that is efficient and always busy. Let's move into the initiating communication style. Someone who uses the initiating style of communication is sociable, enthusiastic, energetic, spontaneous, and also fun-loving. I would like to think about Toastmaster Brijesh. His communication style, to me, is the style often is considered to be gregarious, and they are perceived to talk more than they listen. They come across as self-assured, innovative, and persuasive as well. Let's move to the third one. The person who uses the analytical style of communication are precise, exact, analytical, and logical as well. This person is systematic, organized, task-oriented, and can be perceived as a disciplined individual. They typically are slow-paced and also cautious. Let's move to the fourth communication style, which is supportive style. which is my style. My style is calm, steady, approachable, and sincere. Sometimes gentle as well. This person does not like change and may appear indecisive in many situations. They can come across as careful, patient, and friendly as well. As in most personality type tests, most of us find that the traits for all of the categories. So there is no one single communication method. It could multi, it could be having more than one communication style as well. I still laugh at myself when I recall my first promotion where I was placed in a position to manage people, to supervise people who had until been my peers. I don't remember the exact situation, but I do remember trying to handle it the way my very direct director would. It was a disaster because my director's communication style was different and my communication style is different. So it's not about imitating, it's about adopting your own style. I would get very stressed out unless and until I figured out that I have a particular communication style that I need to adhere to and then try to improve and evolve. So as I have just detailed, there are 4 categories of communication styles, and I'm primarily a very supportive communicator and have those qualities, and sometimes I change based on the situation. Can you see how you use your communication style to accomplish the work that is before you? That's all from my side. Thank you and have an amazing day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tariq, for wonderful speech for the communications involvement. So I totally agree. It's Toastmaster is all about communications, how you present yourself. It's everything is all about communication. So Misha, you are ready for? Okay. So let me call the third evaluator, Toastmaster Misha, to read the objective about the third speaker, Toastmaster Mitesh. Over to you, Misha. You have it?
Good morning, everybody. I hope I'm audible.
You can use it.
Okay. Hello, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Mitesh's icebreaker speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and to understand the basic structure of a public speech. Over to you, Mitesh. All the best.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nisha. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. First of all, I would like to start with my general introduction. So my name is Mitesh Toda. I'm 20 years old. I've completed my graduation this year in management studies, and I'm currently working and also planning for my higher education. Apart from this, I love reading and traveling. About reading, I would say I love reading books that have simple language and that doesn't put me to sleep. Also about traveling, I would say I haven't traveled a lot yet, but I've traveled wherever I have traveled. I've had an enjoyable experience. Moving ahead with my speech, that is getting out of my comfort zone, was never an easy or one-time process, and so do I believe for anyone. It was always a gradual journey. I remember since childhood, somehow I've always been complimented for my polite and composed nature. Wherever it is any social gathering or a parents-teacher meeting in my school, everyone used to say that Mitesh is a very good boy. He's very well behaved. He doesn't trouble anyone. And somewhere even I used to feel happy about it. That at least even after being very shy, less talkative, and not so interactive, people used to notice something good about me. So, but somehow when I was 6 years old, whenever I used to enter my classroom, I used to play one game in my school every time. I remember I used to play a very unintentional hide and seek from everyone and anyone every time. So I remember that I used to always, whenever I used to enter my classroom, I used to go and sit on the last bench because so that I don't become the part of any spotlight, so that even is it a teacher or anyone, any of my classmates doesn't notice me, and gradually I became like a Mr. India of my class. So everything was going well until I met a group of 6 to 7 boys sitting along with me on the last row, and until everything was going well, so I started getting bullied by them. Somewhere when they used to throw away my bag, tearing up the pages of my notebook, or even snatching away my tiffin. And it was happening more than a week. It was happening for more than a week. And somewhere I used to feel that how do I deal with this situation, because I was just a 6 years old kid. So I was thinking that how do I deal with it? And even I didn't even tell to my parents, because somewhere I was feeling some kind of hesitation. So I was very afraid, and I used to make excuses every day so that I don't, so that I remain absent in my school, and somewhere I just can avoid this situation. But I believe everything has a saturation point. Somehow you reach, despite means how much you have the politeness, there is a saturation point, and the day came when I get out of my comfort zone. I moved out from the last bench, and I went to my class teacher, and I tried to explain her everything in every possible way, in both Hindi, English, or whatever language I knew. And I loved how she supported me. She called that boys, and she warned them to call their parents if they trouble me next time. So it was just a small incident where the possible solution was in front of me. I could have taken it earlier, but it was just a matter of taking courage and overcoming hesitation. So this year, I took a decision to join Toastmasters in order to become a better communicator. And it's been 3 months I'm the member of the club. So initially, as I started taking up many learning opportunities with taking up a tag role, or even helping Shriyans with making posters for the meeting, or observing all the speakers, how they present themselves on the stage. And finally, today, when I decided to get out of my comfort zone and deliver my first speech by breaking the ice, and also looking forward now to deliver more speeches frequently and improve my participation in the club. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Very good speech, Toastmaster Mitesh. Yeah. Yeah. So we have to give standing aviations for Toastmasters because this is first ISO speech. Thank you. So are you ready for Priyansh, for the, yeah. So now the time for the table topic speech, where all the online or the offline audience can come on the stage and say a spontaneous speech on any topic given by the table topic master. So a famous quote by Maya Angelou was an American poet and novelist says, "The desire to reach for the star is ambitious. Desire to reach heart is wise." Over to you, Toastmaster Shyansh, for the table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. Yeah, so we have seen some wonderful speeches by Toastmaster Mitesh, Raviraj, and Tariq. Kudos to them. But now in real life, we won't get any chance to get prepared for each and every speech. Like if you are in a meeting and boss suddenly say, "Toastmaster Brijesh, what do you say about this topic?" Yeah, so you will be blank, right? Or it's in a family function when you suddenly have to give speech for your mom, dad, or anyone. Yeah, so you'll be nervous and little bit of blank, right? Yeah, so in this section of meeting, we'll be practicing the impromptu speaking, where I will be giving you some of the questions, and then you will be responding it within answer within 1 to 2 minutes. So moving on to the session. So who would like to volunteer first? or anyone from the, and also in this session, guests can also participate. So participation is much appreciated. Toshmaster Vijay, should you like to come? So, Toastmaster Pradesh, what is one ambition you had as a child that has stayed with you into adulthood and why it is meaningful to you? Over to you, Toastmaster Pradesh.
A very good morning, everyone present in the offline as well as the online audience. Master today has presented me with a topic which says, what was my ambition in the life as a kid? And it has stayed with me till now. And it is meaningful as well. Honestly, like Mitesh, as a kid, I was also a very studious and a simple person, not much into mischiefs. So the ambition I had as a kid was, to study good, become an engineer. I don't know for whatsoever reason, but that engineering thing was in my brain. I ended up studying and completing my graduation with engineering, and I currently work into something which is not exactly related to engineering, but is I get to use my engineering skills as there as well. Now, why it was important is something I believe in a country like India, where you are moving from underdeveloped to developing and developing to develop. Education is a tool, which helps you improve your lifestyle, which helps you generate income for you, and which also ensures that you get to enjoy the lifestyles you aspire for. That was one of the reasons. Second was after studying engineering and its applications, engineering is basically applied sciences. So you study science and you're not just into theory, research and everything. You are applying it in real life. And when I see how I can make an impact or change in the world, life of people, I get very motivated. A simple example was during the COVID times, when everything was shut down, I was working for an Indian bank, helping them with a lot of digital things. I felt very good, because people like me who are working behind the scenes, ensuring that all digital apps are working as expected, there are no frauds happening, and that is making life easier when everyone is disturbed with certain things which are not in their control. So that was my ambition in life. And over to you, table topic master, Toastmaster Shreyansh.
Yeah, it was a nice speech, Toastmaster Vijay. And of course, when I was also small, my one ambition was to become an engineer. And now, yeah, thank you. And I would also like to suggest to the guests to come and participate for this round. So, anyway. Yeah, no, it is the first step to remove your fear. So, what's your good name? Nikita. Okay, so Nikita, since you came late, so first I want you to just introduce yourself to the club member. Over to you, Toastmaster. Then I'll give you the question.
My name is Nikita. I'm a housewife and just completed my yoga teacher training course and looking forward to go through further classes, starting the classes for that.
And your question for today table topic is, if you could achieve one ambitious goal within next year, what would it be? If you could achieve one ambitious goal in next year, what could it be? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. Just now I said I just completed my course, so I'm just my goal is to start the classes for that. And if I am achieving that in 1 year, that's like it will be boon for me, and it's my dream to start something at this age. So it will be like very good. Thank you.
So all the best for your future ambition, and yeah, nice speech, you Shastri. Yes, so would you also Yes, anyone from the online would like to give a try? Yes, Toastmaster Hadith. Yeah, so question for you is, can you share a role model whose life ambitions inspire you? Can you share a role model whose life ambition inspire you? Over to you, Toastmaster Hadith.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyans, for giving such an interesting topic. My role model would be someone at my workplace who is a boss to my boss. And this is his theory, how he explained his topmost promotion to us. So he always takes an example of a car that you're driving from your house, right? So when you're driving out, the promotions can be some sort of subways or checkpoints in your journey. But if you're working only for promotion, then sometime it may happen that you don't know where you're going. So his theory is you should know where you're going, and these milestones will be part of it, and it should not disturb you from or distract you from where you are going. So if he has something in mind to be done within the next 3 years, and let's say you still get promoted a year before that, it should not distract your journey because you are headed there. This was just part of the journey. This was the fruit for you. So when it comes from such a senior leader in our firm, I don't mind making that person as my role model, because sometimes we do get distracted by these thoughts of getting promoted and focusing only on promotion, or we start working only on promotion, only for promotion, I would say. So that's the role model I have. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Adit. And yes, I truly agree with you that role models has a truly immense impact on our lives. Yeah. So moving on to the next question, we'd like to give a try. What's your name? Reena. Yeah. So Toastmaster Reena, first I want you to introduce yourself to the Toastmaster.
I'm Leena Shah, and I too have just completed my teacher's training course in yoga. I'm a yoga expert now and looking forward for it. Yes.
So we have 2 yoga teachers in our class. Yeah. Yes. So the question for you is, describe a time when you faced a setback in pursuing your ambitions. Yeah. Yes. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. I had a very precise goal that I wanted to be a yoga teacher. Now I am 52. But at the age of 35, I just wanted to do it. But due to my family and due to my daughter-in-laws, I wasn't able to complete it. And so now, at this age, I had a very very precise goal. Okay, no, I'll do it, whatever happens. There were many difficulties, but I passed all through it, and there will be difficulties in future to achieve it, because to start a yoga class and all is a difficult thing. Thank you.
Yeah, so saw that you have tackled that problem very well. Thank you, Toastmaster Reena. Yes, so now Toastmaster Ashwin has raised his hand. So Toastmaster Ashwin, the question for you is, imagine you have unlimited resources and time. So what's the most ambitious project would you like to take on? Over to you, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Thank you, Shreyans. So the table topic question for me is, if I have unlimited time and resource, what is the most ambitious project that I would like to take upon? This is a very interesting question, and to me, everyone is here to evolve, to progress in life, to become a better version of ourselves. And if we take it in a spiritual context, everyone here is to achieve nirvana, to achieve moksha. Now, what I've seen lately is there has been a lot of awareness in the field of meditation, in the field of in this field of yoga. Now we already have a yoga teacher here. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this spiritual field. We have a lot of organizations coming up, a lot of, I would say, religious organization that may not be helping us enough to reach the ultimate goal of nirvana. So if I have an unlimited time and resource, I would like to put my time and resource in educating people about spirituality, about knowing yourself, how to evolve in life. And if everyone goes through this journey of rediscovering their self, I would say knowing themselves, then this world would be very peaceful. There won't be enough greed. There won't be a lot of crime. There won't be a lot of wars, destructions, because people are very much materialistic in their life right now. And the way the world is going towards is total towards destructions. We see a lot of cold wars between the countries. There are also physical wars between the countries. And if we have to improve that, if we have to see that the world has total peace, then I think we need to have that spiritual awareness among the people. So yes, if I have unlimited time and resource, I have to invent all that into this spiritual awareness. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin, and it was really a good speech. And I hope within limited resources also you could be able to achieve all these ambitions. Yeah. Yes, those. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Yeah. So I have a nice question for you. So,
Which
yes.
ma'am?
Yeah. So I was waiting that when you will raise your hand, I will give you that one.
श्रेयांश ये तो मतलब ऑटो पायलट हो रहा है हाँ चलो
No,
ठीक है
no, because I also actually want to answer to this question because I am also confused right now that how do you have to solve this. So if you have to choose between your family and ambitions, what would you choose? And how are you managing both of these? Over to you, Toastmaster Sudha.
You always put people on the hot spot. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and of course, my wacky tacky table topics master, Shreyans. So as far as the question posed to me, it's very relevant because I've finished about 2 decades of my professional life and also happily married with 2 lovely children, 25 and 19. So if that question is posed to me, I have definitely encountered a lot of challenges and moments and situations where I'm at crossroads and having to take a decision as to whether I'm really moving ahead or not. So the answer to that is, Shreyans, we can't do this alone, for sure. I think you need a very, very robust support system. And without that, I don't think anything is possible. Like they say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. I think behind any successful person, there is a very robust support system. And that's the way I want to feel. And that's the way I think everyone who's venturing on an ambitious path should consider. So develop your support systems. What are the support systems? Definitely having a supportive partner. Also the children being a little independent to be able to handle life's responsibilities and not being over pampered by a sitting mother at home. The other thing is also the fact that you have support systems like the person who comes to clean, cook, the watchman, the security, you name it. There are so many requirements of support systems. And I'm sure people in India, we are very, very fortunate to have these different, strata of support systems. Because I think when you go abroad, you don't find this. You have to do everything yourself. And that's when negligence happens and, we are not able to do a proper balancing act. So with that, I think build up your support systems and still go strong on an ambitious path. That's my message to you. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Shreyans.
Thank you, Sudha ma'am. Yeah, so I guess the support system is the key role to achieve all this, I guess. Yeah, so moving on to the next question. So who would like to? Yes, Toastmaster Mitesh. Okay. Share a story of a historical figure or a famous personality whose ambition led to significant positive change in the world. Of an historical figure or any famous celebrity.
Oh, well, I don't remember. I'm bad with my history, so I don't remember any historical figure or any great personality. But yeah, I believe there are a lot of freedom fighters. I would say I would take it as an example that definitely had to give the independence to our country and how they fought. We can't imagine as today if we talk about 1947 and before how they fought for the independence. We can't imagine that sort of struggle, that sort of campaigns, movement, how they did. I think in today's world, it might be very more difficult. But how they got the independence to the country, it was something more very remarkable, and I believe that it was something I would say so much inspirational, motivational for me because because I think even I've heard a lot of stories from my grandparents that how, because obviously they born at that time, and they told that how like what kind of conditions they faced. But in today's time we are very much privileged, but we also know like how they deal with a lot of other struggles, and what kind of challenges they faced at that time, what kind of challenges our country faced at that time. So I believe definitely our freedom fighters, and after that, even there were several leaders in our system, in our public system, that helped to uplift the country. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mitesh. So yeah, all those freedom fighters and our ancestor had credence in them that yes, they could do it, and yes. And also, I would like to suggest everyone to use word of the day. So now we have last two questions left. Anyone wants to participate? Yeah, Toastmaster Vishwa. So now we have some type of futures question. So if you could travel 20 years into your future and see outcome of your current ambition, would you do it or not? To just see have you achieved your ambition. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Striyans, for this thought-provoking question. It actually is a nice question. I keep thinking about it because we all want to travel in time and see whether we succeed in what we do or not. To be honest, I would, if I travel in the future and if I see what I'm doing, if I'm successful, I would definitely do that. Even if I'm not, I'm happy because I explored a lot of things. I learned a lot of things. So whatever I became there, it was because of all the struggles, all the experience that led me to be there. So be it or not, I am pretty sure I'll be a better person with a lot of experience, helping others who would be in the stage of gaining experience. So if I'm able to contribute to someone, telling them my experience will help them to become a better person, I would be happy. And like it or not, you have to accept whatever you become. So you cannot change what happens. So according to me, I feel even if I don't do good, which I feel I won't, but but even if I don't feel good, that's okay. It's like you take it as a lesson and you help others to make sure that they do not commit the same mistakes and they become better versions of themselves. So that's my time. Thank you so much.
Yes, so Toastmaster Misha, you gave a little bit gist of my next question, so which is the last one. And anyone from the online audience would like to participate? Yes, Toastmaster Vishal. Yeah, so I guess this question is perfect for you, the way you mentor each and every member in this club. Yeah. So what advice would you give to someone who is struggling to identify their ambitions to set goals in their life? Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, table topic master Shreyans. So what advice would I give to someone who really is looking for an ambition in his life? I believe I would ask that person to go back to his childhood days and see what really used to inspire him, because at that time we did not really have anything like, money or fame. We were just chasing something that would make us happy. So I think that is the ultimate goal, which should be in mind. As I think Toastmaster Harit also mentioned, like, not chasing the destination, but rather enjoying the journey. So I would advise anyone to choose a journey that they really would enjoy, and whatever would come, along, it would be part of that journey, and to make that journey a more memorable experience rather than uh, pointlessly chasing a particular destination. Because the best part about that is that if you're in a journey, you can actually take you can make changes, you can be flexible. Because if you're just chasing one particular destination, you're just blindly just going from point A to point B. So I think that flexibility in life is something which is really good. It makes you experience different flavors of life. You get to meet different people, get to hear their perspectives, and yeah, I mean that's what it's all about, rather than just focusing on the end goal or the end result. So yes, I would like to pass it back to you, Toastmaster Shreyansh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Yes, I truly agree with all of your statements. And yeah, so we to came and at this of this session. Thank you all for the participation, and thank you to the guest and to the online audience. Now I would like to pass the baton to Toastmaster Ajay to continue the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyansh, for the wonderful table topic sessions. And I would, I mean, uh, I'm very happy. I mean, you taken the tabletop sessions with the theme of the today's session. So now I would like to go ahead with the third session of the general evaluator. Let me call the Toastmaster Sudha to present their third session, general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudha, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Ajay. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure we are on the roll in looking at our ambitions, looking at our life, looking at seeing where we began, and are we going in the right direction with such a unique theme, which Ajay and continued by the Table Topics Master, as to whether we should have an ambition. Are we in the right track based on the ambition, and also putting us in a dilemma whether we should change our path? So thank you so much, both of you, for triggering those wonderful thoughts. And as far as the role of a general evaluator is concerned, for people who are new to this platform and attending the meeting for the second time, Toastmasters generally believes in giving feedback. And feedback is given impromptu. It is given at the time when the speech is done, or any act that you take, coming to the stage and experimenting with the nuances of public speaking is viewed, watched, and also judged by experienced speakers, as well as even the normal members, to make sure that you improve day in and day out. So this is a wonderful platform for everyone to try, because in any course that you do, you have to write an exam and you have to be evaluated, and then you get marks, and you have to study for the exam. Here, things are given to you on the spot. So this is a great platform, and we believe that feedback is the breakfast of the champions, and my coinage is it's the desert of the brave. So with true spirit to cheering the aspect of evaluation in the Toastmasters meetings, I would like to kickstart my role as a general evaluator by first calling on the timer for the timing guidelines for the evaluation speech. Who is the timer?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. For the speech evaluation, we have 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll show the green card after completion of the 2 minutes, and yellow card after completion of 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card after completion of 3 minutes. I'll present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, for specifying the timing guidelines. So my role as a general evaluator will be first to evaluate the prepared speeches. From there, we will move on to also giving some feedback on the general conduct of the meeting and see where we can improve. So to start with the first prepared speech, I would like to call upon the Toastmaster. Sorry, the role has changed. Who Raviraj's evaluator? I forgot. Sorry.
It's me, Ashwin.
Yes, sorry about that. Toastmaster Ashwin, I would like to call upon you to evaluate the L1 P2 speech of Toastmaster Raviraj. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Unstoppable force that push you to the star and achieve the impossible dreams. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and esteemed guests. Today, Raviraj opened his speech with the core message, the core content of that speech, asking also how this unstoppable force has helped you. So this is a very good way of opening a speech, right? You do not start directly greeting. He opened the speech with the core message of the speech and then greeted the audience. Second, he used his personal story to explain how this unstoppable force helped him crack his exams all the way to the Olympiad champion. And even if after having a setback, this unstoppable force helped him achieve his goals. He not only gave his personal examples, he later gave an example of a famous successful person in past, like Wright brothers, who started with aviations, Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the bulb. So with this example, I'm totally in credence with this unstoppable force. There's something that has helped Raviraj, that has helped these successful people to achieve their dreams or their ambitions in life. Now, I would say the purpose of this speech was to write a well-organized speech that has a well-defined purpose. And he very well achieved that purpose of explaining or showing us what is that unstoppable force. And I think he met the purpose of his speech. Coming back to recommendations, if I have to give a recommendations on Raviraj's speech, first one I would say is, you explained us, you showed how this unstoppable force helped you to achieve your, or to excel you, to improve your exams, or to help you achieve your dreams. But somewhere I did not get what is this unstoppable force, right? What is the source of this unstoppable force? Not everyone is able to invoke this unstoppable force and achieve their dreams in life. So how do I trigger this unstoppable force to help me in my life? Second thing I would say is, you could have made it more interactive. Like when you said Thomas Alva Edison failed for 10,000 times, you could have walked a bit, looked at somebody directly in his eyes and asked him, do you know how many times Thomas Alva Edison failed to invent a bulb? So that would have really added more flavor to your speech, and that would have got the attention of everyone and made it more interactive. Third thing I would say is, you were using hand gestures, but you had an opportunity to move a bit. There was a stage that you could have used. So you could have walked a bit, go from left to right, or front and back, to just not back, but at least towards the audience, so that the audience would have felt that you are directly talking to them. So in summary, I would say you can continue with your good opening that you had. You can continue with your personal experience, experience of the great successful people. But if you could add a little bit of more explanation on the unstoppable force, if you could have made it more interactive by asking questions, then definitely you could have made this speech much better than what it was today. Well, thank you, and over to you, General.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin. A very detailed evaluation, and I must say, just proving the credence of the fact that interaction and connect with the audience is the most important part of any prepared speech. With that, I would like to move on to the next evaluator, who is Toastmaster Vishal, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Tariq's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Sudha. Toastmaster Tariq, my speaker today. So I'll start off with how he started off the speech, which I felt was really good because before starting his actual speech, he mentioned those couple of objectives which made it very clear what he was going to deliver. He mentioned the first thing, which is how identifying our own communication style helps in creating a better impact to the audience. And the other one was how it also helps us to be more authentic. So I think these two flavors are very essential in while delivering any speech. So mentioning these two things upfront, I felt it kind of created that the message that he's going to deliver during his speech. And of course, he did mention about the 4 communication styles, which are pretty much out there. And he gave good examples, especially with our couple of speakers in the club itself, on how they are very much aligned with those communication styles. And then he went ahead and shared his own communication style as well, which was being supportive. And I really like the fact that he gave his own example here, and on how at the work front, how he interacts and how he deals with his team in a very supportive manner. And so that I felt was quite good. I also like the fact that your speech was very nicely paced. It had good pauses, and there was a clarity in your speech. And you also stood up and delivered, which was really good. Uh, your personal experience of giving an example of that promotion part was also something which really connected with everyone, because we are all sort of professionals here. So that story resonated, at least with me, and I'm assuming it also helped to resonate with other members as well. So in that aspect, you excelled really well. A couple of suggestions from my side would be to include some vocal variety. I did find a few traces of it, but I feel there's a lot of scope for improvement when it comes to vocal variety. So maybe that is something you can consider in your future speeches, and maybe adding a few more examples would have taken your speech to the next level, because I understand you did have time and you may have completed your speech slightly before time. So maybe if you could have added one or two examples, that would have really made or taken your speech to the next level. Uh, Overall, I feel that you have delivered a very clear message that not to follow your own style, but also at the same time be ready to change based on different situations, which is really true, because you just can't have your own communication style apply in each and every aspects. And I think overall, a really good speech, Toastmaster Tariq, and I'm sure the speech has gotten a cadence with our club members as well. So thank you, and over to you, Madam Toastmaster Sudha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal, for again a very honest feedback to Toastmaster Tariq, who's already a senior Toastmaster, and a few elements of improvement. And I'm sure he's going to be soaring, and we have an evaluation contest coming around. So I would come to that point very soon when I do my general evaluation. But excellent evaluation, Toastmaster Vishal. With that, we go over to the last evaluator, which is Toastmaster Misha, who will be evaluating our wonderful icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Mitesh. Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. Am I visible and audible? Getting out of my comfort zone. Great title and very appropriate. Dear Mitesh, when you were speaking, actually sharing about your childhood, it took me back to my childhood. You beautifully described yourself and the whole scenario, which compelled all of us to actually go back with you to that time. And I could actually visualize little shy Mitesh trying to avoid any attention and just trying to be away from people, only wanting to study. You brought up this sensitive topic of being bullied, which happens to a lot of children with lot of credence. The way you described the apprehensions of a child being bullied and unable to share was very touching. I applaud the courage you took to go up to your teacher and sharing everything that happened and to stand up to those bullies. This shows how who you presently are have developed courage at a very tender age. More of a speech, it felt like a sharing session, and so it felt very beautiful and personal. However, as an evaluator, I have a few things which I feel could help you present your speech in a better way. What you shared was a part of your childhood. I expected to listen more about your life and not just about your childhood, about your journey towards adulthood and how are tackling your problems and pursuing your studies and your job together. And also a sneak peek into your family. How did you become the Mitesh who we are seeing right now? And what were your inspirations? So that is what I wish to recommend you. And now, when I end my evaluation, I would like to tell you that I thoroughly enjoyed your speech. And it was extremely genuine, just like you are. I loved the way you spoke, your presentation, your diction, and I wish to see more of these in your future speeches. That's from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Misha, for again a very detailed evaluation of our icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Mitesh. With that, I would like to now go over to the second part of my role, which is the general evaluation of the meeting, along with evaluation of the speakers, of the evaluators as well. Before I do that, I would like the timer to just call out on the timing report, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. So for a timing report, so all the speakers, all the evaluators are qualified. So Ashwin took 3 minutes 5 seconds. Tariq took 3 minutes 17 seconds. And Misha took 2 minutes 8 seconds. So all are qualified. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amit, for the timer's report. With that, I would like to call upon the R counter to be placing the R counter report.
Thank you, ma'am. For the R counter report, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, ma'am. So I'll start. So for the first starting for the president, how TM Shreyans did, he used a couple of crutch words and filler words a couple of times. Then with the Timor, they used some crutch words while they were speaking many times. Also, in the prepared speech, Toastmaster Mitesh, even he used many crutch words in his speeches. Then we come on to Toastmaster Brijesh in his table topic. He used filler phrases a couple of times. Then we have Toastmaster Misha, who repeated words sometimes. And then there were some speeches where there were crutch words were used many a times. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, our counter report, for placing it by Toastmaster Darshita, one of the youngest members, not in age, but in terms of duration being associated with Toastmasters. Thank you. With that, I would like to move over to the grammarian, who's Toastmaster Harith.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Over
Thank
to
you,
you,
Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Harith.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'll start with the usage of the word of the day, credence. I get it. It was a bit off topic, but it was still not very complex to make use of it. It got a lot of traction from the table topic master Shreyans, prepared speaker Tariq used it, and all the speech evaluators, Ashwin, Vishal, and Misha used it, and you used it too. I would point to some things, a few uses of word which were not so good. For example, 50% of marks. So percentage is already a proportion. We could have used a dip in score to 50%, something like that. Then there was a usage of I would not become spotlight of class. I would propose we could have used I didn't want to be in the limelight or something parallel to it. Then there was a usage of let me call the Toastmaster XYZ. It could have been just let me call Toastmaster XYZ. Then there was helped him cracked his exam. It should have been helped him crack his exam. These were few of the improper uses that I noticed. With good uses, I have a long list of things to say. These are words like initiative, decisive, gregarious, unstoppable force, applied sciences, spiritual awareness, strata, go strong, support system, thought-provoking, soaring, compelled, sneak peek. That's about the grammarian summary, ma'am. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harith, for a detailed grammarian report. Now, with that, I would like to first talk about the different role players in the meeting. First, starting with the evaluators, which is going to be my first priority to cover the evaluation section. So we had Toastmaster Ashwin, who started off with the evaluation of Toastmaster Ravi Raj's speech. I think he was very crisp to the core, and I think in terms of what he wanted to cover in terms of the compliments that he wanted to give Ravi Raj's speech was pretty good. He did cover the fact that he had a good intro, which was good capturing the attention of the audience. He also had a personal story, and which also he used the word of the day. And he moved on to kind of summarize with the recommendations. So generally what happens is, this is the general format of any evaluation, which I also follow, because in Toastmasters, we are required to give feedback, but we also should not forget to compliment the good things that a speaker has done by coming on the stage and delivering a speech. So to that effect, he covered the recommendations also pretty well in terms of how he could have made it more interactive by deeper knowledge of the title, which is the unstoppable force, and getting on to the questions, which makes the audience more interactive and ask more impactful questions so that the audience is also involved in the process of your speech. And the most important part was to try and use hand gestures. So yes, Ashwin, I think if I had to really give you any recommendations on your evaluation, it would be that you need to be a little bit more, I should see a little bit more of vocal variety. I think you were very crisp and you were very narrative in your speech. I think it is important to come out of that mold, because you are a sound speaker. You are a person with a lot of content in your speeches. I think if you can come out with the aspect of being more articulative in your gestures and your voice modulation, it would be a great improvement. So that is one part of the first evaluation. Now we go to Toastmaster Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal is a seasoned speaker. According to me, he identified the good points of Toastmaster Tariq's speech, which was the fact that it was authentic. Yes, I definitely felt it was very authentic because he used the communication aspect of public speaking in a very adoptive manner in terms of bringing real life instances, his own real life. And he also brought in even characters or members of our club to narrate those communicative traits. Now, it may be a perspective, but the adoption of that technique is a very good way to communicate complicated stuff in a very simple manner. So I think when you talk about a communication style and you bring a person in the picture, so the person is immediately able to connect with the audience that okay, this is what the style of speech is. So it was a wonderful attempt, Tariq. I really liked it, and I would like to also adopt it in my future speeches because it was a very good connect with the audience. As far as your speech is concerned, Tariq, I also feel that you become very, what do you say, very monotonous after a point of time when you are talking. So I think try to bring a little bit more of vocal variety in your speeches is what I would suggest for your speeches. As far as Vishal's evaluation is concerned of Tariq's speech, I think it was spot on. And I think he is a great evaluator and a great general evaluator also is what I've heard in the past. So kudos to that, Toastmaster Vishal. Now we move on to Toastmaster Misha, who was evaluating Toastmaster Mitesh's speech. Now, I would like to make a mention about Toastmaster Mitesh's speech. Toastmaster Mitesh, I really want to say that you made amazing impact on the audience with your icebreaker. I think being bullied in childhood and being able to bring it back into the real life situation and today's image of what you are is a very brave act. And I think being the first speech on the stage and you were able to do that, I think I really need to congratulate you on this. And it's only a credence of the fact that you are going to go further high on the fact that you're going to become an amazing speaker going ahead. See, I think first thing is confidence, which comes through taking the stage every time. But you showed it that you have the confidence and coming onto the stage is just going to make it more easy for you to get your goals done. So kudos to that, Mitesh. I really want you to come back to the stage and demonstrate the same confidence, and with all our support and guidance, I'm sure you will really go great places. Thank you, Mitesh. As far as Misha's speech evaluation is concerned, she is an emotional person. She had a lot of that warmth and personal connect to the speech that she was giving. And yes, she also had a visualization of the fact that Mitesh, a small kid and being bullied, and now today she saw that little Mitesh also in today's speech, and that was a wonderful connect on the evaluation. She was also able to bring out a lot of other positive things in Mitesh's speech, and was also able to give some critical feedback to be able for Mitesh to be able to incorporate in his future preparation of prepared speeches. So with that, I covered the evaluation of prepared speeches. Now I go on to the evaluations of the role players. The timer was obviously Toastmaster Amit, and he was spotless in terms of his rendering of his role. There was one thing I would like to tell Amit is that, try to be comfortable with the stage, because once you're comfortable with the stage, you like to stand there a little bit and talk about your role. I felt that you were in a hurry to go back. And sometimes timer's role is an important role and you need to come back very often. So try to make your presence and with your little interaction a little bit humorous, and to be able to, do something more than just reading the timing guidelines. I like to push even a role player to be able to do that differently, because that's where we are learning every time we come back and take the stage. With that, the R counter. Thank you, Darshita, for taking up the role of the R counter in your second meeting today. I think you were also as supportive to be taking even the one of the role players position in the contest. So I think I love your enthusiasm. Keep it up. And the only recommendation to you, Darshita, is that instead of saying couple of times, many times, 2 times, 3 times, it's better that you present an R counter report. So we have an R counter report which can be downloaded from the website. Use that. I'm sure Prashant or Harit or Vishal or anyone out there would be able to help you with that report. Next time you can have the report in front of you and just keep jotting down and share it at the end of it. It'll make life easier for you. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Darshita. With that, we go on to the enthusiastic grammarian who is Toastmaster Harit. But Harit, I didn't see your enthusiasm in your report. I felt that you were wanting to finish it off quickly because I understand the grammarian's role is of a listener. And if you have gone a little bit off listening, then you kind of lose the noting down. It is a tough role. I mean, even I get really challenged when I'm at a grammarian because a grammarian's role becomes also a combination of an expert, a person who's also able to judge, as well as be able to see where they're using good and bad usages. So it's not an easy job. Your ears have to be constantly there. But I think you covered pretty well the usages, the good and bad. But there were a lot of other not so very good usages which you could have covered is what I feel, apart from making a mention of the good usages and the people who actually used them. So that could be a good way to kind of summarize the role of a grammarian. But other than that, all three of y'all did a commendable job. Thank you so much. Y'all are the, what do you say, the pillars of any Toastmasters meeting. With that, I would like to go on to the general conduct of the meeting. The meeting started at 11:09, 11:10, and we were waiting for certain physical members to arrive, is what I understand. But I think Shreyans did a good job by multi-hatting today. I think he was the SA, the presiding officer, as well as the table topics master. So congratulations, Shreyans, and thank you so much for being that enthusiastic multitasker. We need a lot of such people, and that also shows that we need more people to take the burden of such enthusiastic members. We need people to come and take roles. A hybrid meeting is a tough one, I understand, because you need to be there at the meeting as well as manage the technical support as well. And but there is no excuse for starting the meeting 10 minutes late. So let's try and get back to those timings of 11 o'clock. We are probably getting used to starting a hybrid meeting late. So let's not slip ourselves into that habit. That's one. The Toastmaster of the day, Ajay, ambition of life. An amazing topic. I loved it because it shows a lot of what do you say, positivity about the Toastmaster of the day. And he is talking of ambition and how he, engulfed all of us to think about these thoughts, as I mentioned earlier. A wonderful topic, but I felt that I wanted more narrative from you, Toastmaster of the day, because I thought that you had a good theme. You had a lot of good quotes. You also were able to engage with the guests in asking the questions, and you did those things beautifully. But I felt that the content of a Toastmaster of the day with the theme could have been improved. I felt your thought on why you chose this theme was missing. So that could have been improved, Ajay. And I always feel Ajay gets very nervous when it comes to coming on the stage and Toastmaster of the day. Is this your first time, Ajay, that you have taken the Toastmaster of the day?
No. I think this is third time.
Third time, yeah. So you're definitely improved, but I think the content aspect, try to make it a little bit more enriching, because which means you have to have in your preparation the introduction part where you need to speak something, and when you are finished with the prepared speeches, you have a little bit of slot which can be lesser, and then when you hand it over to the table topics master and you bring it back, that is also something you have to prepare for. So it could be an interactive one, a little bit more interactive one, maybe a quiz, maybe some life stories, something about how people pursued their ambition when they were on the dark side of life and how they really did. So something like that to make it more enriching. The content was a little weak is what I felt, Ajay. So maybe you could have worked on that. Apart from that, I think a very good meeting, supported by great tag roles, as well as the evaluators and the SAR and the presiding officer. So with that, I congratulate all of you for another successful hybrid meeting. With that, I would like to hand it over to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha, for the wonderful feedback sessions you were generally evaluated. I agree, the ambitions in life, the content is very weak, because I prepared my session on online session, but since when I saw the script in the morning, I saw it's a hybrid mode. So I was little nervous how to go ahead with this, but I feel it is if I'm being in the comfort zone, I may give a good my PM mode session in a very good way in the online session, but I thought let's go and do a physical. So yeah, the session was not good, I know, but yeah, I mean, I always feel that, I mean, when you get a success in your life, I mean, you stop. There is no learning. But if you fail, or anything, if you fail now, then you come up in a good positive way, you get a thing better. Yeah. So yeah, if Toastmaster Shreyans, if the polls are ready, please circulate that. Polls are ready. Please vote for the best evaluator, speaker, or the best three.
Is it on the chat or it's on the WhatsApp? Okay. Ajay, if people are still voting, can I just take a couple of minutes to talk about the evaluation contest?
Just a second, there was a problem from our side. Just give me 2 minutes.
No. Can I just take a couple of minutes to talk as you're doing the polling?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Okay. So, friends, we will be having our evaluation contest on 29th, is what we have agreed to go ahead with. On 22nd, I'm planning a education session on evaluation. So please try and attend it. Evaluation, this year, we are going to have Kahani, evaluation, and table topics. We are not having, the ISC will be after the next year, but I think we need to finish table topics as well as evaluation before November. That's what I understand according to the guideline. I want everyone to be able to participate for evaluation. Now, evaluation contest is a important representation at the district level. I think this time it's going to be for people who have completed level 1. Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Prashant here or? So if anyone is striving to do the evaluation contest, try and make sure if you're close to completing level 1, try to finish that as soon as possible. That is Vishal, am I right? Is there a criteria for the evaluation contest? Is it level 1?
I believe so. It's the level 1, Sudha ma'am.
Yeah, that's what even I understand, but we'll confirm that.
Yes.
But having said that, there will be a normal conduct of a contest. So like the Kahani, we will look for role players from the contest. But before that, we will be sending a Google form for all of you all to fill who are going to participate. And then we will have another Google form for people to take up role plays. We will only go outside the club if people from the club are not taking up the roles. So please understand that this is a great opportunity. Come up as a participant for the evaluation contest or take up roles. There should be nobody coming and watching unless you don't, unless the roles are over. This is my submission to all of you. This is a great experience. Grab it with both your hands. Okay. So there will be an education session, which I will intimate the ExCom about, and we should also try and attend that. Yeah. So wish you all the best. All the evaluators who did today, apart from that, I want at least 10 evaluation participants. 10 is minimum. If we have a club member of 2022, I think 10 is something which is least expected. So please take the opportunity and come on to the stage, and wishing you all the very best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Sorry, I just needed to cover that as well. Thank you.
No, thank you so much, Toastmaster. It's a technical glitches. I'm really sorry for that. So, poll master is ready. Polls are done. So there is a one small video I would like to play related to ambitions in life. So if videos are ready, can you play? Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
That answer that comes with that question. Who am I? This game. I will conquer what has not been conquered. People will not be in my creed. I will believe what others have done. I will always exempt the most speed, honor, respect of my team. I clean my mind, my body will fall. Who am I? I am a champion. I will acknowledge my opponent. Do not expect me to win. But I will never surrender.
Not good.
Weakness will not be in my heart. I will look to my comrades and those who support me, and those who train me, and I will draw strength from them. I will pray. So
Play again now.
and I will move on in everything I can do. And I will reach my field of battle at anything that might fall. And when I get there, I will fight violently. I will rip the heart from my enemies and leave a bleed on the ground. Because he cannot stop me. I am the champion. To my side, comrades. Comrades that people make you think it's dead. To sacrifice his blood, his sweat, his tears. Never will I let them fall. Never will I let them down. And I will never leave them behind. Because our opponents does not know my heart. Who am I? No one will deny me. No one will define me. And no one will tell me who and what I am and can be. Believe will change my world. And it's will continent and through country. Put me on the moon. And it will carry me through this battle. Who am I? my word. I don't understand those definitions. I don't understand when things go wrong. I don't understand mistakes. I do understand this. I understand victory, and I understand never surrendering. No matter how bad things go, my heart, my mind, my body, my limbs can wait. The day will be that day. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, right here, in your house, in your home. Who am I? I will not let you I will find myself. I will find myself. I will tell you what I am. I will tell you what I am. I'm giving everything I got. Because who am I? The champion.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shayansh, for the wonderful video. The conclusion of my session for essay Toastmaster day, like I know the session was I had to put a lot of my content into the session, but yeah, I know that it's a weak session, but I would always want to become successful in life. Be focused whatever you are doing it. Be integrity and just dedication is these are the three. I mean, for the keep in your mind to become a successful. Thank you. Yeah. And I would suggest deciding officer.
For the results I need. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay, for a wonderful session. And now we came to an end of the session, and I just want to know from our guest and or from online audience that I guess there's a camera. Just a second. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
can hear
are.
you.
Yes, I guess Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Shreyansh.
Me, but you can't see me, I guess, because there was a.
We can see you as well. I
Achha,
think
you
maybe
can
the
see,
lag is
okay.
at your end, but from at our end, it's
Yeah, there's a
seems to be
lag
fine.
from my end. Okay, so yes, we'll continue. So at first, I would like to invite both of our guests to just come and just first Toastmaster Nikita, then Toastmaster. Yeah, after. Yes, so Toastmaster Nikita, how was your experience? And you can just say some.
It was very nice session, and I learned that you should be dedicated to your work. So it was very nice, and I enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. Toastmaster Hina, now share something about your experience and about the session.
I've attended this meeting for the first time. Means I've seen how to speak, how you all speak, and how the evaluation goes on and all. It was fabulous. It was very nice. Something knowledgeable and very nice to hear such things. That these things happen. Such meetings are going on and such. It is good. Very nice. Thank you all.
Yes, Toastmaster Pratik, do you want to share something about the meeting and about your experience during the meet?
Yeah, sure. So I think it was really a very structured conversation meeting. I really liked the way it was structured. It was conducted, in different stages. The evaluation that was done, it was on point. And I also agree with a lot of evaluations, and I was connected I felt connected with a lot of speeches as well. So yeah, I think it was an amazing experience, first experience for me, and I'm looking forward to participating and actually presenting on any topic in next few meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prateek, and we hope all of our guests and everyone to just come and have a word with Toastmaster Ravi so we can have future meetings together too. Okay, now moving to the results part. So the best prepared speakers goes to any guesses?
Mitesh?
Toastmaster Mitesh. Yeah. And the best table topic speaker goes to, okay, it goes without saying. Toastmaster Sudha ma'am. The best tag role player in Toastmaster Harit. Harit, congratulations, Toastmaster Harit. For the best evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal. Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
And for the best of big three, it goes with Toastmaster Sudha ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations to all of the winner and thank you so much for such an informative session. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Shreyans,
Yes, thank you.
I'm just sending you a message, Shreyans. Just have a look at it, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, and wish you a great Sunday ahead.
Yes.
Yes. Have a great one. Take care, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you.